Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to the Imagine Acre Wood. Today we're going to be talking about water filtration. So stick around and let's talk about it. Alright guys, so today we're talking all about water filtration and how we filter water out here on the homestead. I've got our big water filter that we use for the house, and I've also got a couple of personal water filtration devices here that we're going to talk about as well. So living fully off grid, guys, water is a concern. You want to make sure that you have clean water to drink. This is also something that even if you didn't live off grid, that would be helpful for people that maybe live in a city or municipality that has bad water, has bad tap water, that sort of thing. You can really save a lot of money, guys, by going to something like this over buying bottled water. Bottled water adds up really quick, the cost, if you start to calculate it and add it up. You could really pay for something like this easily, really quickly, if you start to add up all that water that you're buying, that bottled water. So keep that in mind as we go through this, guys. This applies to lots of people. Really, it can apply to anybody that wants to have really good tasting drinking water and clean drinking water. So first to start here, what we've got is we've got our Berkey water filtration system. Now this is the system that we use for all of our drinking and cooking water inside the household here, it's done an awesome job. We've had this, guys, since the day we moved off grid, and we've been using it every day since then, so we've had a good amount of time to test it and put it through its paces. Now you guys can see how beautiful this thing is. I mean, it's really pretty to look at, and that's one of the reasons why we went with this Berkey. A lot of people will balk at the price on these. They are spendy, guys. They're not cheap. But in my opinion, if I'm going to be using something every day and it's going to be out on my counter, I want it to look nice, right? I want to be able to look at it and feel good about it, and my water's coming out of something that that gives me joy. So we decided to go with something like this. Now they do make other filtration, canisters like this that are very similar. Katadyn makes one, Sawyer makes one. Those are the two alternatives that I would recommend to the Berkey. I don't know that I would recommend any besides the Berkey, the Katadyn, and the Sawyer. So I do know people that have the Katadyn and the Sawyer as well, and they really like those. So those are the three that you can kind of consider in this range. But this is our Berkey. It has a 2-filter system, and I'll take this and kind of show you up here, guys. So you can see we've got water dripping through right now through the canisters there. And the way this works is you take your water and you pour it in the top of the Berkey, okay? And then it trickles down through the Berkey into this canister here, and then you can pour it out the tap here. So this model, I think it's the Royal Berkey. I'll link down in the description, guys, which model that we got. But this one, I believe it was rated for a family of 4. We're a family of 6 now, and it's worked out really well for us. So we could have gone larger, and then we would have had to pour less water in, but really just filling this up once a day, it gives us more than enough water than what we need. So great filter, guys. I chose and opted to go ahead and get the additional stand, which lifts it up enough to where we can get a cup under to fill up. And then I also opted to go with the stainless steel spigot here, guys, other than the plastic one. So I can really recommend this, guys. Again, it's something that we've used and we've tested. Water right now more than ever is clean water, I guess, is throughout the world is getting harder and harder to come by. I mean, so having a source where you can always have clean water, no matter how filthy your water starts, you can always have clean water here, guys, with something like this. So Berkey, love it. If you need one, get it. If something like this is out of your budget, really consider maybe a Sawyer or a Katadyn as well. Just great system here, guys. Okay. So we're going to move on quickly here, guys. Again, this is just going to be a quick video. I want to talk to you about what we use. You can make an educated guess on your own by going and checking these sites and seeing if it's for you. But these are the personal devices that I use and we use here on the homestead. So these, guys, these are mostly my backpacking filtration devices. Now, lots of you will be familiar with Sawyer filtration devices, personal filtration devices. This is a Sawyer Mini. I've used this countless times. It's a great personal filtration device. You can screw this right onto a water bottle, a standard water bottle, and squeeze it out. You know, there's it's just a really great, simple little system. Sawyer makes a couple others. They make the Sawyer Squeeze, and there's just a couple other filters. This is the most simple filter that they have, and I've got it for my ultralight backpacking. This now, though, has been relegated to kind of a backup filtration device. And the reason for that is, guys, everything about this is great except the flow rate. I don't like the flow rate on this. It is good because I can, if I'm in camp or whatever, I can gravity feed and it's not a big deal. But if I'm on the go and I really need to filter fast, this isn't the best for that. It doesn't have a long life, which is great. I forget the exact hour or the exact gallons it can process before you kind of need a new one. But you can also expand the life by making sure you backflow through this. So again, great little filter. I'm using it as a backup, but you could use it as a primary, no problem. Lots of people swear by these. They're great filters. Now onto my the one that I'm using now. This is my favorite personal water filtration device, and this is the Katadyn BeFree. And this is a, you can see it's got the pop top and the squeeze bottle. It's got a squeeze bottle type top here, and this just screws into, I have a bladder actually that I keep this in my backpack. But what's great about this, guys, is it has a slightly shorter lifespan compared to the Sawyer, but it has an amazing flow rate, guys. This has the highest flow rate of, I believe, any personal filtration device rated in this kind of category. And yeah, I really love this, guys. I can be out on the water fishing or out on the lake fishing, and I can fill up my water bladder. I can screw this on and I can just drink straight. The flow is awesome. If I need to wash my hands, I can flip this over and I can get my hands washed. The flow rate, guys, is just amazing. So I was turned on to these actually from Joe Robinette and his channel. He swears by the BeFree. He uses the BeFree, and so he turned me on to him. I purchased one, have used it, and I've never turned back. It's just an amazing filter, guys. So yeah, guys, that's it today. Just a simple video about filtration devices. I'm going to leave some links down in the description down below, guys. This summer, what I'm going to do when it gets a little bit warmer and we start getting out backpacking, I'm going to make sure that we put these through some tests out in the wild to show you kind of, you know, the examples of where we use these and how we use these, why we use these, that sort of thing. But yeah, as far as the Berkey goes, this is just an indoor personal house filter, and I just got to say, the best tasting water I've ever had is out of this Berkey. Anytime I go anywhere where we're not drinking our own personal water, I can taste it. I can taste a noticeable difference. So we don't have to deal with fluoride, guys, but you can get fluoride filters as well for the Berkey. You'll see the stats in the description below when I show you the links if you're interested. Just great filters, guys. Can't say enough good things about them. Lots of neighbors use them. Lots of off-gridders that I know personally use them. And again, the ones that I can recommend besides the Berkey, if it's outside your budget or something you don't want to spend that much money on, the Katadyn and the Sawyer, I think it's the 0.2 or something like that, 0.1 maybe for the Sawyer. So yeah, great filters, guys. Anyways, thanks for your time today. Just a quick video. Hope you liked it, and we'll see you next time. All right.